The Kindest Channel is back. 7 animals today, uncensored, dossiers, facts and a sentence. The numbers are real, the animals are real, and the disappointment is real too. You brought these creatures into your home voluntarily. You feed them, clean up after them, and then adore them. Let us see what you signed up for. Buckle up. We start with the boldest of the bunch. Cat, opening the case file. Sleeps up to 16 hours a day, out of 24. So it works as a cat for 4 hours, and even then without passion. Upkeep runs about $900 a year. Food, litter, vet, and a new couch to replace the one it retired. And yet, house cats are peak predator evolution. Over 2 billion birds a year on their record. Not out of hunger, for the mood. 16 hours of sleep and a rap sheet like that. Impressive. And now, leave. Watch closely. Here is a Mac, your favorite one. Just sitting on the table, bothering no one. The cat looks at the Mac. The cat looks at you. And nudges. 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 Gone. Notice this. It held eye contact the whole time. That is not an accident. That is a statement. Verdict of the Kindest Channel. Audacity 10 out of 10, plus a point for eye contact. But our scale does not go above 10. Yet. Next up, man's best friend. Dog. The file. Vocabulary. About 165 words. The level of a 2-year-old, except the toddler at least does not eat out of the trash. The nose. 10,000 times sharper than yours. A full-blown superpower. Its use. Locate the foulest puddle on the block and roll in it, completely. Upkeep, roughly $1,600 a year. And that is before the priciest line item. More on that, right now. Scene. The aristocrat's dinner. On the menu, your sock. Look at that appetite. Left foot, a weekday one, grey. To the dog this is foie gras. Choose. Savors. Do not choke, gourmet. And now a number. Surgery to remove a sock from a dog runs up to $3,000. The most expensive sock of your life. And it is not even your size. Verdict. Loyalty. Boundless. No argument there. But restraint? 2 out of 10. And that 1 point is on credit for the honest eyes. Next on the list, a climber with rectangular pupils. Goat, the Dossier. Pupils, rectangular. Field of view nearly 320 degrees. It sees everything and everyone. And it judges. Memory, at least 10 months. Once it learns to work a latch, it will work that latch for life. Yours, the neighbor's, any latch. Alpine goats casually stroll across a sheer dam 150 feet high. Because they can. Gravity, to a goat, is a suggestion, not a law. Watch the hooves. Here is a table. An ordinary patio table, 3 feet high. Why would a goat get on the table? Wrong question. The right question. Why are you not on the table yet? And up. Airborne. Standing. Pleased. From up there, they say, it sees you sweat much better. It has no plans to come down. The table is hers now. Verdict. Parkour, 9 out of 10. 1 point off because the table was mine. Respect, unearned. Self-esteem, stratospheric. And now, a viewer letter. We get those too. So, a letter. Read as written. Dear editors, your host is a cruel, heartless man. My Whiskers is not a menace, he's a fluffy little blessing. He wakes me at 4 in the morning because he has a delicate soul. Apologize to the cats. Signed, Debra. Debra, I apologize. What you have is not a cat. It is an alarm clock with fur, and your warranty expired long ago. A delicate soul sleeps at 4 in the morning. Keep them coming. It helps me know whose home has hostages. Back to the case files. Hen, opening the case. 300 eggs a year, no vacation, no sick days. Already more productive than half of LinkedIn. Remembers around 100 faces, hens and people alike. Yes, it filed you away too, and how you talked to it. In the flock, there is a strict pecking order. Higher rank pecks first. The henhouse invented corporate culture before HR did. Experiment. A red dot. On a cat, it works every time. Let us test the bird. Launching. And off she goes. Look at that sprint. 9 miles an hour of pure fury. The dot! The dot! She has caught it 3 times already, and 3 times there was nothing there. But she believes. Faith versus facts. The score is 3-0. Recognize your 401k? Verdict. Drama, 5 out of 10. Productivity, unmatched. Logic, outsourced. Next, an animal smarter than your dog. Seriously. Science knows it. You do not. Peak. Opening the case. Intelligence. The level of a 3-year-old. Higher than your dog's. Pigs have passed joystick tests and cleared them. Almost no sweat glands. A pig physically cannot sweat, so the mud bath is not filth. It is thermoregulation and a spa day. And his nose finds truffles, worth up to $3,000 a pound. Your nose finds only someone else's barbecue brisket on weekends. Scene. A pig visits the Kindest Channel. Sits calmly, bothering no one. Smartest animal alive, I say. Level of a 3-year-old, I say. And then someone off camera said the word bacon. That is it. Left. Did you see that start? 0 to gone. The smartest decision of the whole episode. Learn to price risk the way she does. Verdict. Honesty. 7 out of 10. The only animal that puts on no act. Points off for fleeing the interview. Though I get it. Next. Half a ton of grace and 1 grocery bag. Horse. The Dossier. Half a ton of muscle, a heart weighing 9 pounds, a sprint up to 40 miles an hour. A serious machine. Field of view. Nearly 350 degrees. Sees it all at once. And now the main thing. This magnificent animal is an absolute terror of a bag. An ordinary rustling grocery bag. The way your whole day derails over 1 Slack notification. Sleeps 3 hours a day, standing, in case a bug is near. 5,000 years hauling humankind, but a rustle from the store is, excuse me, beyond the contract. Scene. The hero's trial. The horse. Calm, majestic, unbeatable. Assistant, bring the prop. The prop, a bag from the corner store. Showing it from afar. Rustle, rustle again, and launch! Half a ton of noble panic left over the horizon in 2 seconds. The bug stayed. The bug won. 1-0. Bug leading. Verdict. Nerves, 3 out of 10. Grace, a 10. Courage, ask the bag. Bottom line, the fastest retreat in the history of equestrian sport. And for dessert, the yard's chief philosopher, donkey, opening the case. Memory, up to 25 years. It recalls places, its own kind, and above all, everyone who ever wronged it. A 1/4 century of bookkeeping. Stubbornness, a slander. A donkey simply will not go where by its math it is dangerous. It does not panic like a horse. It stops and thinks. Hauls up to 1/3 of its own weight, and its bray carries 2 miles. A memory like the IRS, a voice like a siren, nerves like a bomb tech. Final scene. I asked the donkey to step in and do something. The donkey looked at me and... that is all. It stands, it stares, straight into the camera. 20 seconds now. This is not a broadcast glitch, this is character. It will outstare you, me, and any boss you have. First to blink is whoever has the weaker nerves. My money is on the donkey. Verdict. Stubbornness. A full 10 out of 10. The scale goes to 10. Nobody told the donkey. It does not answer to arithmetic either. Respect? Earned. The first animal this episode I have no complaints about. And with that, the case files are closed. 7 animals, 0 censorship, a million facts, roughly. Next episode, The Raven. A bird that solves puzzles better than some subscribers and holds a grudge longer than the donkey. It will be brutal. Now the button. The subscription is free, and it lasts longer than most promises you make yourself. Subscribe and prove the hen with the red dot was not about you. If it was, the dot is right over there. Run. The Kindest Channel rests its case.